Thank you again, my Honorable Minister of Communication. What a joy to have varieties of people here today. I want to welcome and acknowledge the presence of all our cabinet members who have joined this special tour to Australia. Every one of you means a lot to us. And for our Prime Minister, wow, what can we say? Thank you for making time in your busy schedule to be with us today.
Good afternoon, my fellow Biafrans in Australia. Good afternoon, Biafrans all over the world that will be watching this later on, and those of you who have hooked live on different platforms. I welcome all of you this afternoon to the Australia tour. I am very, very happy and very glad that one of our brother who make a speech, a welcome speech before the Ambassador Iwunze touched 4 cardinal points. So it gives me joy that people are not just following shiftlessly the struggle and the liberation of Biafra, that they're actually taking note of the event and following the movement and the activities of the Biafra government with keen interest. It shows that we are not just doing things on our own, that people are actually taking records. I appreciate him for that. You know, when we talk about the multidimensional approach to our freedom, which has never been done since the history of Biafra. This is the very first time that the Biafra liberation and the struggle is being fought using multidimensional approach. And that's why within short period of time, we're able to record the kind of success that is mind-blowing to many people. They even say we are doing photoshopping. All the success that the government has recorded today, the criminals who have deceived Biafrans for 13 years thought that they were all fake. Because to them, that is exactly what they have done for the past 13 years. But in the just 2 years, we have been able to break doors, break camel backs, break many jinx to be where we are today. My fellow Biafrans, I want you to know the call for Biafra self-determination is deeply rooted in historical grievances and economic disparity, which has directly affected you and your children. It is not only that. I want you to also understand that this self-determination for Biafra, the hunger for self-determination for Biafra, has also come as a result of the socio-political marginalization. And now with the renewed Islamic Usman Danfodio, jihadist, expansionist conquest, which is being resisted ruthlessly by the Biafra forces today. Our struggle and the liberation for Biafra has become a struggle for survival of you, your household, and your children. I am talking to the Biafra people now. For over 50 million Biafrans, which many of you are part of, who already voted in the ongoing Biafra self-referendum. The argument for leaving Nigeria is not just about our identity, but is all about the survival of our people. It is all about for peace. It is all about for our unity. It is for equity and progress. and justice. Because anywhere there is absence of justice, what you have in place is anarchy. My fellow Biafrans, we have seen the paradigm shift in the course of this, our Biafra liberation, under my leadership and under Biafra government. As you all can see, the meetings and consultation with the members of the U.S. Congress continue to receive a desired attention. Our aim and objective is this multidimensional approach will at the same time be putting Biafra on the global stage, the global discussion. We are not one with Nigeria. We are pole apart. The ethnic diversity is a very dangerous one. And today, the Biafrans in Australia will have the opportunity to be briefed on some of the high-level meetings of the United States with the United States officials. Biafra will be the beginning of civilization in Africa. And that's what many people are scared of. But you see, like the Israel Prime Minister, we will win with or without you. We have taken the Biafra liberation to the global stage for the very first time since after the war. Even during the Biafra war, Biafra discussion, Biafra issue, Biafra cause, Biafra case were not in the global stage. The only reason that the Biafra case came to the global stage was as a result of the images coming from the dying children in Biafra land. That was the only thing that put Biafra on the global stage. And when the United States of America was contemplating supporting Biafra, those that were in the leadership of the Biafra then have no knowledge, they have no contact details, they have no lobbyists in the United States who could actually make them understand what is going on, and then also who could educate the policy makers and the decision makers of the United States. That didn't happen. Today, under my leadership and under this Biafra government, which is the government of the people, we have corrected that mistake. We have taken this liberation and the issue of Biafra to the stage that has never, where it has never been before, for the very first time. I will share with you some of the key outcomes of some recent meeting with the United States Congress regarding the recognition of Biafra independence. My fellow Biafrans in Australia and beyond, we met with the most senior members of the United States Congress. We met with the most senior members of the U.S. government, including the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Mike Johnson, the third highest official of the U.S. government, the Chairman of the House Foreign Affairs Committee, Michael McCall, and a plethora of members of Congress. These members are now well educated about Biafra. It has never happened in the history of Biafra and Nigeria. We are closely working after being briefed, after educating these people, decision makers. We are now closely working with them to form a new Biafra policy for the U.S. government, which until now currently has not had one. You may not understand the heaviness of the word I am speaking now, but you're going to know later on. And I believe Nigeria understand what I'm saying. For most members of the Congress we met, those we discussed with, this has been the first time the Biafra issue had ever been presented to them. As such, much of our discussion is providing an informational briefing on Biafra as well as Malay nature of the Nigeria terrorist government. We also discuss our activities such as the self-referendum, which already recorded over 50 million votes, and the upcoming December 2nd declaration. My fellow Biafrans and our friends and lovers of freedom, on Biafra Independent Declaration, the reception by the members of the Congress to our message has been very overwhelmingly positive. Not a single member of the U.S. Congress we met, or those we met with, ever expressed any support for the Nigeria terrorist government. So, the main challenge currently is to fill in this information gap in Washington, D.C. And that's what our focus is now for the next 2 months. And to make sure we educate as many members of the Congress as possible. So many of you do not understand how this international politics or politicking is being played. For those who follow the history of the apartheid regime and the role of the U.S. government in ending it, will understand why we are doing what we are doing today. There were explicit commitments and assurances given by members of Congress we met to support the Biafra cause. Albeit, through different expressions, we are now working with members of the Congress on several groundbreaking initiatives, which are ongoing and will be made public at the appropriate time. Biafrans in Australia, I want you to understand that the defense of Biafra land, defense of our women and children will remain the most priority of this Biafra government. And that we are doing with everything in us. The support that we have received so far, the activities of the government can speak for itself. Biafrans in Australia, if you are still standing on the fence, watching how this will end, believe me, the time will come when we will not need your money. I remember that I have always said something similar, including in other measures that the Biafra government has taken in the past. And they will think that we are just joking. But at the end of the day, it will come to manifestation. Thank you for inviting me today. And remember, every penny counts. Our IOU is there. If you don't want to do donation, you go and give IOU to the government. Raffle is there. Liberation tax is there. And many of you who were crying about how they were going to import terrorists into our land in the name of people, internally displaced people, I told you it will never happen. And let me also inform the terrorist Nigeria state that is now throwing bombs in Biafra. Like, you don't know that they are throwing bombs. A few days ago, they have thrown many bombs, targeting the Biafra Liberation Army. You will throw bomb, we will also throw bomb at you very soon. And when we speak with our bomb, you are going to hear and you will never understand the language. We are coming with more sophisticated means of the defense of Biafra land. We will take it upon ourselves like we have done in the past, and to inform you that you will kill us, we will kill you, but at the end, our freedom will come. That will guarantee the future of our children and our unborn generation. Nigeria is destined to fail. Islamic State of Nigeria, terrorist state of Nigeria, who knows nothing other than killings, women and children from the north, south, west, and all over Nigeria, just recently conducted election in Rivers State. In election of just local government election, they are bombing themselves and killing each other. and they even have a court order refraining police from participating in that election, where police went and started snatching ballot box. That is not a country that we want to be part of. Thank you very much, and may God bless you, and may God bless Biafra. Airborne! The Biafra Defense Forces. There one.